Hello everyone. My today's topic is all about master's program. People used to go on masters to study, perhaps just to get the entry in the UK or any other country, which I would ask you to have a last resort in your life when you have no other option to go to the UK or any other country. You should not waste this opportunity when you have many other opportunities as well. First of all, I would like to highlight what's your goal is. As a dentist, your goal is to practice dentistry there, not just doing odd jobs or whatever, doing masters here and there, which actually has no value in your CV. And like people used to go in dental education, master in public health, and different masters. So you should focus on one thing, your dentistry goal. And most importantly, there are many people who used to go on masters on dental field as well. They are very important. Masters programs are very important in the field of dentistry, especially from the UK or any other country, but they are important in two ways only. When you have to come back to Pakistan or your home country, where from wherever you have the practice to license to practice actually, or otherwise you should first get a license to practice in the country from where you want to get the master's program. Means first you have a license, then secondly you should have the master's degree, because master's degree is going to cost you a lot, and you can't just waste your money in such a manner that you are not only wasting your money but also your time and your opportunity to go to the UK. Just giving you some ground realities of master's program and licensing exams. You are unable to get dental licensing seat, either ORE or LDS, for almost at least 1 to 2 years. You should understand this. And in meanwhile, if you want to go on master's program, how you will waste your money and time? Master program are usually 1 to 2 years, right? And in meanwhile, you are unable to get the seat. What you will do? You should think when you are doing masters, what you will do during that time. Just to waste your time in securing a seat, that's also rubbish thing. Now what's my suggestion to you all? It is that you should first of all attempt part 1 of any of the lesson exam, either LDS or ORE. You should clear it, and then you go on study visa, and then while on study visa you should prepare for part 2 or part 3 of LDS and part 2 of ORE. In meanwhile, whenever you get a seat, you would have ample time of 3 years window. Whenever you get a seat, you can just appear in that part and you will ultimately get your license. You know this very well. Part 1 is actually crucial. If you are not going to get a seat and you just waste your time and money on doing masters, and ultimately you have to come back, because you would have only 3 years window, 1 years of masters and 2 years of PSW, post study work permit, and after that you have to come back or either apply for a PhD program. UK won't allow you to do double masters, because they would think that you are going to come to the UK just to enter in the UK, not getting our education. One time masters means you are going to get their education. Two times master means you are going to just get an entry in the UK. So that's the ground reality. You should first of all attempt the ORE or LDS part 1, clear it, and then apply for master's program, go in the UK, and then try try to secure a seat for part 2 and part 3, and in meanwhile you will clear it. And of course within 3 years you can clear part 2 and part 3 with minimum like your workload. Another factor of masters, whenever you are studying masters program, there is a huge syllabus of that masters as well, and part 1 is all about theoretical as well. You cannot like maintain a balance between both studies. You have to do studies for both. Whatever you will compromise, it will fall back to you. Means when you focus on masters, your ORE part 1 preparation will be compromised. Let's suppose you are going to get the seat. If you are not, means I know you are not going to get the seat at least 1 to 2 years. So let's suppose, take an ideal example, you have gotten a seat and there you are doing a master's program as well. What you will compromise, either ORE or master's program. So when you compare master's program with practical part of ORE or LDS, it would obviously help you out. Means you are doing master program on regular basis, and you have to study for ORE part 2 or LDS part 2 and 3 just few days. Means you have to take few classes, and this is all about mostly practical stuff, so it would be very easier for you to pass the exam and with very little hurdle of like theoretical work. Let's wrap up all the conversation with an example. There are my many friends who have gone to the UK, and they are now asking me how to receive a seat in ORE or LDS. It doesn't gonna help you. So I want, don't make foolish steps. Just try for part 1 and LDS while living in your home country, and once you clear it, you should apply for master program. I will wrap up with this statement, and if you need further any information about the master's program or anything, if you still wants to go on master program, I have a consultancy of masters as well. You can contact me on WhatsApp, and if you have any questions, you can comment below or even contact me on WhatsApp as well. No problem at all. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.